Hello, everybody. Tonight is going to be a historic night. We are about to do something that is, I think, since Micro Daily, the biggest thing we've ever done. So I want to welcome everyone to join us tonight. We've got a really fantastic evening lined up for you. We're going to be here talking about the science around healthy weight loss. We're going to be talking about new science that has come out just in the last short while, and that's going to really impacting tens of thousands of people, and ultimately we believe will impact millions and millions of people. So Dr. Prasad, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, are you ready to get going?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's get right to it. I need to be able to share my screen, so if you could make me a host. Okay, I am now a host. We are going to get started right now. So let's. Okay, Robin, can we see the screen?
I don't know. I can see it.
Yes. Okay, just a second. We got. I'm going to stop it again. I just got to make sure that we get the screen started right here. Okay. All right. Are we ready, Robin? Is that good to go?
Looks good.
All right, everybody. Tonight is a night unlike any night that I've had at Engage. And I'm excited with Dr. Prasad to introduce you to a new product. Tonight is a pre-launch. And so this is going to be unlike anything we've done before. I want you all to get ready to enter a new frontier of opportunity, a new frontier of vision for health and goodness, a new frontier for becoming your best self and preparing the way to come alive in 25. We have a product launch, a pre-launch tonight. We've talked to our affiliates, and they have asked us, they said, this is such exciting news. We want to get a pre-launch off the ground as soon as possible, and tonight is as soon as possible. So get ready. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about a new product, and I want to remind everybody that these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Our products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease, but we are here to talk about health and bringing goodness to your life. And we're going to introduce to you tonight our newest product. It's GLP-1 Boost, and it is a patent pending product. We just got the patent filed today, if you can believe it. So the patent has been filed, and we've got something that is very special. Now, I know for some of you, you know what GLP-1 means. For many of you, you don't know what GLP-1 means. What it means is there is a new frontier for bringing health and goodness and weight loss to the world. And that frontier is being opened up tonight. So we want to talk about the challenge. And as we looked into the challenge, frankly, it's overwhelming to me when I look at these numbers. Just in America alone, overweight and obesity is basically 7 out of 10 adults. So according to data from the CDC and NIH, over 70% of adults 20 years or older are overweight or obese. And here's how those numbers break out. 30.7% of Americans have a BMI of 25 to 29, and that is considered overweight. Almost 42%, 41.9% are obese, that is a BMI of 30 or higher. And of that, 9.2% are severely obese with a BMI of 40 or higher. So if you fall into one of these categories, or if you're in a category where you want to lose a little weight, we have an answer for you. We have hope for you. We have an opportunity for you to really make a significant change in your health, and also to be able to open up new doors and opportunities for you to live a life like that you can when you're healthy and in a more healthy way. So we want to also just talk about, the health and quality of life that and how we're impacted by obesity. I mean, obesity creates affects type 2 diabetes, heart disease, prediabetes, asthma, high blood pressure, obstructive sleep apnea, high cholesterol, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, polycystic ovary syndrome, osteoarthritis, low energy, depression, anxiety, a lowered libido, hormones are out of balance, limitations on living an active life, and just really gets in the way of living a quality life. And, at Engage, we're about bringing health and goodness to all of your lives. And tonight is a big step forward in our mission to do that. The reality also is that diets and pills have not been working. 50% of Americans, 1 out of every 2 adults, are actively trying to lose weight. And obesity has still been growing since 2000. Obesity in 2000 was around 30%, and obesity today, 2023, was 41.9%. So obesity is just continuing to grow. And we know the reasons why this. Number one, our diets. We are struggling in diets and getting healthy food, tons of sugar, tons of carbs, tons of unhealthy food is in a daily diet, and that is causing us to really struggle with our weight. But now there's some new weight loss solutions, and this is where big pharmaceutical companies have been looking for a weight loss solution for decades and decades. And the science has come out, and it's tested science, and that is there is new weight loss solutions that are working. And I'm sure many of you have heard of some of these. You've got Ozempic, you've got Wegovy, and there's several other pharmaceutical drugs. They've been FDA tested and approved for weight loss. And people are experiencing weight loss with these products. So when I went to Dr. Prasad, I said to him, Dr. Prasad, we're seeing new science come out. We're seeing results from the FDA. We have a pharmaceutical solution. Do you think we can come up with a natural solution? Tonight, we're going to continue and explain to you what his solution is. So as we prepare to tell you that, we want you to understand how the synthetic drugs work. So these drugs are synthetic. They're not natural. So that means they're man-made. Their active ingredient is an ingredient called semaglutide. It mimics the glucagon-like peptide GLP-1 hormone, and it mimics the release of insulin from the pancreas. So what it does is it stimulates activity in your body that will cause your body to do the things you need to do to lose weight. Now, it's an inconvenient solution, meaning you have to take a shot every day. So it's synthetic, and you have to take a shot, and it's expensive. And we'll talk about the pricing. But what happens when GLP-1 is stimulated or produced in the body or mimicked in the body is it causes the body to slow down in delaying stomach emptying. It also reduces hunger, reduces glucagon releases, it reduces them, and it decreases the glucose production in the liver, which helps the body to manage sugars and fats in the body. And then it improves the metabolism of glucose, which also helps to stimulate weight loss. Now, synthetic drugs are not natural, and when you have a not natural solution, it's not always positive. And so what they're finding with these Ozempic-like drugs are both short-term, and they're now starting to see long-term negative effects. Some of these are frequent effects, some of these are rare effects, but these are effects nonetheless. On the short-term side, when people start taking an Ozempic-like product, many times they experience nausea, sometimes they vomit, they experience diarrhea, abdominal pain, bowel obstruction, and a loss of energy. You don't feel really that great. Long-term effects that they've started to see is some pancreatitis, some inflammation of the pancreas. They're seeing some occasional thyroid cancer effects. Also, they're seeing an effect on the body's ability to naturally generate GLP production, and this can damage digestion. So Ozempic and these products are having positive effects for weight loss, but just like a lot of drugs, there's side effects, and these side effects aren't always positive or fun, and these drugs are no different. Now, GLP drugs have some weakness, and so we're just going to point these out again. They're not natural. They create a mimic effect, which affects the body's natural production of its own GLP-1, and they're not convenient. And then they have a lot of the side effects that we just talked about. They're not convenient because you have to do a shot, and the side effects are because they're synthetic, and there's also some things that they don't have that Dr. Prasad has that's going to help. So tonight we're here to introduce you to a better answer. And that better answer is all natural. It naturally stimulates the body's own production of GLP-1 and GIP. It does not include shots. It's just as simple as taking a couple pills in the morning and capsules, and it's patent pending. So we're really excited to introduce this to you tonight. And so the product is GLP-1 Boost. Dr. Prasad, are you ready to get
Yes.
into the science?
Yes.
All right, so now I've laid the groundwork for you to catch a vision of what we're talking about. Now we're going to help you catch the vision of how the product works. We're going to go deep into the science. You know, you're here tonight to learn from a professor and a master of research. I like to say Dr. Prasad is the Einstein of micronutrition and human health. And what I mean by that is he spent well over 60 years researching the human body at the cellular level. He's been funded to the tune of tens of millions of dollars by the National Institute of Health, the US military, the University of Colorado, other institutions, NASA. He's published over 30 books. He's published hundreds of scientific peer-reviewed articles. And so we're about to learn at the feet of the master. Now, some of the information you get may go over your head. That's okay. I want you to know it's gone over my head too. I'm here learning just like you to a large degree. But the confidence you can have in it is that you're really going to be taught at a fundamental level of why this product is so special. And it's going to be in a way that nobody else has. So the benefits that we're going to talk to you about that come from this GLP Boost, one, is it will still help delay stomach emptying. It will support the reduction of hunger. It will promote reduction of glucagon releases. It's going to promote the decrease in glucose production in the liver. It's going to support and improve glucose metabolism. And it's also going to create a harmonization of the GLP-1 and GIP hormones, which is going to affect your hormone levels in your body in a positive way. So some other potential benefits, I just want to lay the groundwork now. The GLP-1 is a really recent area of science. So it's almost like it's like an avalanche of knowledge is just being brought upon the scientific community right now. And it's potentially, GLP-1 is potentially one of the more powerful health benefit products that you're going to see. And some of the studies have shown like a 20% reduction of risk in heart attack and stroke. Some studies have shown a reduction in the risk of kidney failure. This was a part of a 3-year diabetes trial. In fact, GLP-1, the science behind it began as a part of an effort to help diabetes. Other studies have shown a reduction in brain shrinkage and cognitive decline with people with Alzheimer's. There's studies have shown positive effects in depression and anxiety. And one of Dr. Prasad's favorite benefits and subject is anti-inflammation. And GLP-1 looks like it is a contributor to the reduction of oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. Really, this is a whole new frontier, like we said at the beginning, that is going to expand the opportunity for Engage, Dr. Prasad, and you to bring health and goodness to your life and others. So we also want to talk about another hormone. It's called GIP. And at the basic level, it enhances the effectiveness and success of GLP-1. So it's a synergistic hormone that works with GLP-1. Dr. Prasad, why don't you help people understand GIP a little bit and how it synergizes with GLP-1?
Yeah, because GIP is not as effective as the GLP-1 in reducing weight, but it has a potential of reducing the side effects that you see with other type of weight loss product in the market. And therefore, I think this is a uniqueness of GIP that no one has it. And some company now is trying to develop a agonist that can stimulate the production of both GIP and GLP-1. But we are way ahead of them, and we have herbs that can produce both GLP-1 alone as well as GIP plus GLP, same herbs. So,
you know, Dr. Prasad, this is an area that you just never cease to amaze me. You know, when we started formulating this, you were looking at the science and you're like, GLP-1 is such a beneficial thing for human health and for weight loss. but then you said also GIP, when combined with it, will enhance its efficacy and help to mediate some of the side effects from overstimulation of GLP-1.
Right.
And now the pharma and others are starting to already join you in what you're already doing. So I love how you say we're already far ahead, because we're about to launch tonight a product that nobody else has, especially in a natural form.
Exactly.
So, I just thank you again for, I stand in awe. You are the master, and what you've done tonight, this is another example of that. So thank you for that. Just that little nugget is such a big, important step forward in health and weight loss.
Yes.
So we want to just talk about that. So the balancing of hormones is really important as you're on your weight loss journey.
Yes.
So the idea of GLP-1 boost, balancing the GLP-1 and GIP hormone production by your body, and by balancing the GIP and the GLP-1 hormones, this creates an environment and opportunity for you for optimal weight loss, minimal side effects, and healthy weight loss. Correct, Dr. Prasad?
Exactly. That's the purpose.
So now let's introduce people to the label. This is the new label. Now, like we said tonight, this is a pre-launch, and so we are introducing you to the product that we are going to be shipping in February, and we'll be giving you more details on that. But I can tell you our affiliates at Engage, especially our leaders, as we shared with them what was coming down the pike, they're like, don't delay. Let's let people know what's coming, because what's coming is so important and so special. And what makes it special, here's where the magic is at. It's in the supplement fact panel. And I tonight wanted to highlight this supplement fact panel, because to me, when I look at this, this is looking at the Mona Lisa of art. This is like looking at a Van Gogh painting, because there is not another supplement fact panel in the world that has ever been created that is like this. Dr. Prasad, can I call you the Michelangelo of micronutrient and formulation?
Thank you.
Is that okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
This is your work of art. Now let's go through and let's tell them each one of these ingredients and what they mean. So let's talk about ingredients that stimulate GLP-1 and GIP. So why don't you tell them about glutamine?
Yeah, glutamine is just amino acid. Is present in your body. It is very non-toxic, but it is amazing that it can do that increases both GLP-1 and GIP, stimulate the secretion of insulin from the pancreas to the blood, and regulate the glucose level. This is very, very important, as well as reduces appetite, which is important for your weight loss.
Now, Dr. Prasad, as we go through these ingredients, I want people to understand Dr. Prasad has applied his CQF philosophy and approach here. He's taken combination of ingredients in the quantities that your body needs. And quantity in this is very important, because safety, as we talked, Dr. Prasad, is very important. So quantity is important. And then in the form that your body is going to utilize. And then these ingredients synergize together.
Yes.
And they harmonize in a way that by standing alone, you're not going to get the effect that you're going to get by them working together. Is that correct, Dr. Prasad?
That's correct, because they work together. They will stimulate the production of GLP-1 and GIP at different rate. So it is always present much longer time than if you just use the one product like GLP, for example.
Well, so what I heard you say, Dr. Prasad, is, and this is something that I think people need to know, GLP, when it's created in the body, doesn't last long, correct, Dr. Prasad?
Right. Last 1.5 minutes.
I mean, it can last a few minutes. It lasts, it's a limited period of time. So the amount of GLP-1 that you create in your body is important. And then the balance you need on that, but also then the period of time that your body's creating it. So, Dr. Prasad, you have ingredients here that will create GLP-1 and GIP quickly, some that will create it more slowly, some that will take even longer, so that over the course of your day, your body's going to feel that effect, not just all at once. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's go to the next ingredient. This is one that we love. It's in our boost. It's in our micro daily EMF. But it also, you wanted to add it here because this is really a critical ingredient. So why don't you tell them about curcumin?
Curcumin, as you can see, that increases also like glutamine secretion of both GLP-1 and GIP, it is very important, as you know, with previous experience, it reduces oxidative stress, and it also acts as an anti-inflammation, which is very important for your health, reduces the fat formation. This is very important for weight loss, enhances the energy. And let me see what happens in the next one.
And reduces appetite.
Reduces appetite. So this is another important thing. All the problem that we have, all the ingredients we have, they all reduces appetite, again, at different rate, enhances the energy, but here important function is reduces the fat formation, curcumin. This is very important. That means we will maintain the health. Once you lose the weight, you will not able to accumulate fat.
Keep it off. You keep it off. Okay, well, let's go to the next ingredient. This is one that I've never heard before. It's called the kalonji seed extract.
Yeah, this is a herbal medicine, has been used in the Ayurvedic medicine forever for all kind of health issue. But in this, it is important because just like GLP, does not stimulate GLP. You have to remember, kalonji seed extract does not stimulate either GLP-1 or GIP, but it reduces appetite. So this is very important to increasing the effectiveness of GLP-1. It also inhibits the glucose absorption from the gut, because glucose is mostly absorbed from the gut. If you inhibit it, you don't have to worry about glucose level in the blood. So this is the extremely important function, and that adds up to the effectiveness of GLP-1 and GIP. So kalonji seed extract does not produce GLP-1 or GIP, but it also reduces appetite and inhibits glucose absorption. So contributes to the weight loss in a healthy way.
Okay, now let's look at the next one. This is another one, ginsenosides from Panax ginseng.
Yeah, so
another important ingredient.
It is very important, but this stimulates the GLP-1. And so it stimulates the secretion of GLP-1, reduces insulin resistance and hyperglycemia, very important. Improve cognitive function in mice by increasing acetylcholine. This molecule, acetylcholine, is responsible for storing your memory. So if you increase the acetylcholine, that is what happens in Alzheimer's. You reduces the acetylcholine level, so you get the memory loss. But here is the agent that can stimulate the memory function, protects neuron from oxidative and inflammatory damage. This is also very important that other product can do it, like Ozempic or any other product. Improves insulin sensitivity and decrease glucose formation in the liver, because as I said, it also reduces appetite. But the glucose, this is very important, because when the body needs glucose and they don't have much glucose, then they ask liver to produce more glucose from, and therefore, but it reduces the formation, then you are in a good shape in maintaining a good level of glucose in your body.
Okay, now let's look at the next one. Pomegranate. This is something everybody knows. We've heard about pomegranate.
Yeah. I mean,
talk to us about it.
Yeah, pomegranate juice, everybody knows it, but if you take a pomegranate juice, make sure it is labeled as not added sugar. Sugar is not extra added. So it is rich in polyphenol, which stimulates secretion of GLP-1. This increases the secretion of insulin from pancreas to the blood, a strong antioxidant, and reduce inflammation. This is additional benefit that you don't get with the other Ozempic or any other kind of things that is in the marketplace. Of course, reduces all products that we have. They reduce appetite at different rate, different time.
Okay, let's go to the next one here. Fruit extract of Gardenia jasminoides. I think I said that right. This is Dr. Prasad, you are coming up with ingredients that I've never even heard of.
No, I know, but it requires a lot of research, looking the literature.
Yes.
And in the things I have quoted everybody, this is all investigation references that I have quoted in a white paper.
Yes, we have. In fact, we have all of the science behind all this, which is very impressive.
I've not made up any of these things. They are all there.
Well, so talk to us about fruits extract of Gardenia.
gardenia, increases the secretion of GLP-1 and protects the islet of beta cell from oxidative stress. This is another important function that Ozempic doesn't have it. Has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory property, enhance insulin sensitivity and insulin flow of insulin from pancreas to the blood. Of course, all of them reduce appetite by different mechanisms.
Okay, so the next one is another one, Gentiana scabra root extract.
Yeah, here is most important thing to here, remember it. They also do the same similar thing, increases GLP-1, increases insulin from pancreas, and decreases hyperglycemia in type 2 diabetes in mouse model. But here is the distinct from the other one. Reduces visceral fat in human study. Of course, it reduces appetite. So this is a new phenomenon. This agent reduces visceral fat in human body, which is very important for weight loss.
Okay, another one is fenugreek seed extract.
Yeah, this is also another one, fenugreek seed extract. This is again, Ayurvedic herbs have been used for thousands of years, no toxicity for many other problems. I can see that it is very rich in fiber, aids in digestion, helps regulate without GLP. It does not produce GLP, but it will enhance the effectiveness of GLP. You can help regulate blood sugar levels, promote excretion of fat. This is extremely important function, that if you have already fat, they will remove removal of fat. They will enhance the rate of removing the fat from your body. Not only that, but it also inhibits accumulation of fat. So you can't accumulate further fat. This is important, and that's why these things will further will add, even though they don't produce GLP, but they are important function that sometimes GLP don't produce it. And so I think this is a combination of these things and promotes lower LDL, bad cholesterol, they lowers it, and of course everybody reduces appetite.
Now, here's one that I know a lot of people have heard about, and I know it's associated with GLP-1. This is berberine.
Yes. Well, this is also does the same thing, like stimulate GLP-1, improve beta cell function. That means it is producing more insulin, improve production and flow of insulin so this is shared by other things as well, but decreases the level of glucose in the blood, reduce appetite. But important thing is that all these ingredients looks like it does the same thing. Then you can say, why you added it all this? It is because they produce these things at different rate. So the GLP and GIP can last longer in your body, and that will reduce the body weight in a healthy way.
Dr. Prasad, to me, that is something that's just ingenious, meaning a lot of companies and people are trying to stimulate GLP, but they don't think of the idea of prolonging the stimulation and production of GLP using different ingredients to do that. Frankly, that's why our patent attorney is highly confident we're going to get a patent pretty quickly on this, because nobody's looked at this long-term production of GLP in the body over the course of a day. So it's really exciting stuff.
Yeah. So that's the uniqueness.
Well, I just want to remind everybody what you just saw, why CQF is so important in the GLP-1 boost, because it supports both short and long-term natural GLP-1 and GIP production in the body.
Yes.
And each ingredient works synergistically to support successful weight loss.
That's correct.
Now I'm going to stop the share. We have got a special guest tonight. Blake, are you there?
Oh,
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hello, Blake. All right, I want to introduce everybody. We've got a big audience. Blake, I know we had a few, 100 or so of our affiliates go through your manufacturing facility. And so you've had the chance to meet them. But tonight you get to meet 500 of our customers and affiliates.
Awesome.
And so, I want everybody to know the relationship between Blake and Engage it's a partnership. In fact, it's more than a partnership. It's a friendship. And I consider, Blake, you to be a part of the Engage family. Blake is the owner of the manufacturing facilities. World-class, cutting-edge manufacturing facilities in Utah. Blake is the owner, founder. Blake is a personal friend and relationship. We've gone fishing in Alaska together with our boys.
Yeah.
And so we have more than just a business relationship. And tonight we asked him to get on this Zoom call. He's gonna talk to you about a couple things. But right now, Blake, you want to share with people? I mean, you've been in this industry manufacturing supplements for billion-dollar companies. You made a lot of products for a lot of companies. As we're formulating this product, when you saw it, I know you told us that this is something special. Why don't you tell people why you think it's so special?
Awesome. Well, thank you for having me on tonight. Like Dave said, we are great friends, and I love the relationship. I love being part of this engaged family. You guys are special people, and our employees love the relationship that we have. So thank you. Yeah, when I first saw this formula, it really jumped out at me because a few different things. Number one, last fall, every fall I attend a huge raw material supply show. There's tens of thousands of people there, and I see all sorts of ingredients from all over the world. And GLP-1 was a huge topic at the show, and there were formulas all over the place, and I didn't really see anything very unique about them. They were just like, well, yeah, I've seen all that before. But just a couple weeks after the show, I got an email from Robin with this formula from Dr. Prasad. And I looked it over and I was like, this is incredible. I knew some of the ingredients. I have a lot of experience with some of them, but three of them I'd never seen before. And I've seen a lot of ingredients. I've looked, like I said, I've been in the industry for over 35 years. I've been going to this raw material supply show for over 30 years. And three of them I'd never seen before. And I was like, this is interesting. So I started researching them myself. And the second thing, other than the uniqueness of these raws, the second thing that jumped out at me was the careful, unique care that Dr. Prasad has taken in formulating this formula. It is unique to anything that I've ever seen for GLP-1. And when you look at all of the ingredients and how they fit together and complement each other, I'm just super impressed with the care that Dr. Prasad has taken in formulating this formula. Haven't seen anything like it in my whole 35 plus years in the industry. So.
Well, Blake, thank you for helping share that perspective. When I called Dr. Prasad up and I'm like, Dr. Prasad, this GLP-1 area is looking like it's got some really amazing impact on human health. He said, yes, I know. And then you're like, I'm going to see if we can do something unique and different and really open up a new frontier. And Blake, thank you for helping us open up a new frontier, because I know one of the challenges of even getting this launched was getting some of these ingredients, right? Finding them and then getting them in the quality we need. So thank you for that. Also, why don't you just tell people the level of testing you go through to make sure, number one, that everything we put in our products is exactly what we say, that there's anything that taints our products. Just give them a sense for the testing and validation you go through to make sure we're delivering absolutely the highest quality products.
Perfect. Yeah. So all of the raw materials that we purchase for the Engage formulas are all tested before we can even use them. They arrive at our facility. We put it on quarantine. We pull samples of each raw material, send them to a third-party lab, have them third-party tested for identity. We want to make sure that it is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And when we got these three new ingredients, we had to look up a standard because the lab hadn't even tested some of these materials before. So they had to look up the standard and make sure that it matched that. Some of these are very potent extracts, and so that makes that standard unique to this raw material for the testing lab. But each raw material, incoming raw, is tested for identity and also purity. So we want to make sure that it is clean. So it's tested for all microbiology testing, staph, strep, yeast, mold, total plate count. We want to make sure that it's clean. Once we have all of those test results back, then the raw material is released to be able to be batched and blended into the custom formula that it is. So yeah, every incoming raw material tested for identity, microbiology to make sure that it's clean and pure for use.
That's
Blake,
great.
thank you for delivering the quality. I know, Dr. Prasad, to you, safety and purity are like paramount, right?
Very important, very, very important. I thank you, Blake, for that. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we're going to continue on with the presentation now. So thank you, Blake. We'll ask you to join us one more time tonight. Robin or Dr. Prasad, can you see the screen how we want it?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I can see
All right.
it.
So the next thing we want to do is we want to set realistic expectations for healthy weight loss. This is not a weight crash product. This is a weight loss, sustain healthy product and philosophy. So the expectation we want to set is GLP-1 boost will support 2 to 4 pounds of weight loss on average per month. This is not water weight loss. This is real weight loss. So that's what your expectations should be. So whatever your weight loss goal is, just take an average of 2 to 4 pounds and then look at how long you need to be on this product to achieve your goal. Another thing about Engage is we're about being healthy, bringing goodness to people's lives. That means steady, consistent weight loss can be healthy, sustainable, and one of our favorite words, real. And that's what we're here to develop, to deliver to you is something that's real. How do you take the product? It's real simple. Take 2 capsules in the morning, at least 30 minutes before you eat. Is there anything you want to add to that, Dr. Prasad?
No, I think that's perfect.
And I know that like what Blake said, these ingredients are very potent. So you feel very confident that 2 capsules a day should help most people achieve the goal.
Yes.
Okay. Safely also, right?
Yes, very safe.
Okay. Now let's talk about pricing. We're going to, I'm almost embarrassed to say how this is going to price because Wegovy's $1,349 a month. Ozempic is $968 a month. Saxenda is $1,350 to $1,656. Zepbound is over $1,000. I mean, these pharmaceutical drugs are really expensive. And you have to take a shot.
Yeah.
So now, how are we going to do for people? How about this, Dr. Prasad? We're going to be retail $159.99.
Ooh, good.
But if someone goes on subscription, an affiliate or a PC, it's going to be $119.99 a month. What do you think about that? How does that? And it's simple: 2 pills in the morning, 30 minutes before you eat.
Yes. Very simple.
So now we're going to do a pre-launch special. And this will be the lowest price you're going to see on this product. We're going to provide to you an opportunity to buy it pre-launch and to get buy 2, get 1 free. That's going to be $240. You're going to save almost $120 for this product. In addition, just for you affiliates, we're going to put 50% more QV on this than what we usually do. So the opportunity for affiliates to share this product is bigger than anything we've ever done. So we are super, super excited. And we're going to be announcing here in just a minute a weight loss competition. And by if you buy a buy 2, get 1 free during this special promotion, you're going to get a free entry into the weight loss competition, and you will be the first to receive the product. So we're announcing tonight. As of right now, you can go in the back office, you can go on the website, and you can buy this pre-launch special, buy 2, get 1 free, save $120, be the first to receive the product, get free entry into the weight loss competition. But we're only going to run this promotion for 1 week, till next Tuesday at 6 p.m. So if you want to get a special leg up, heads up, jump start on getting this product, saving money, and getting additional benefits, get it now. Get it now. Now let's tell you about the weight loss contest. Here's what we're going to do. Everyone who buys the buy 2, get 1 free, you're going to be able to enter the weight loss contest. If you lose 10 pounds in 3 months, we're going to give you a free month of GLP-1 by giving you 120 reward points. So we're going to give you the opportunity to get 120 reward points that you can use on GLP-1 Boost or on any of our products. So this is my way, this is our way of saying to you, We believe in you. We want you to win. Over 3 months, we believe that you can succeed in achieving at least a 10-pound weight loss goal, if not more. And we're going to not just give you a big thumbs up. We're going to give you 120 reward points to get free product. Now, that's the first part. This is an everyone wins part of the contest. Now, for those of you that like a competition, for those of you like to have a little competition, I was an athlete. I played basketball and football in high school, and I have a competitive streak. This is something I certainly am going to be a part of. Not that I can win, but I'm going to be a part of a competition. But I want you to make Dave pay. Make me pay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $10 for every single person who enters the contest into a Biggest Loser winners pool. Now, I'm going to say I'm going to put at least $10. I may put more. We'll see. But we're going to do at least 10. And we're going to create a winners pool. And we're going to do a 6-month competition. So this isn't like who can lose the most in a month or two. We're going to say over a 6-month period, who can lose the most average weight. And we're going to create some winners. There's going to be 20 winners. So it's not just a small contest. And how we're going to divide the money is first prize will get 50%, second prize will get 30%, third prize will be 10%, fourth and fifth prize will be 5%. And then 6 to 20, we're going to give you a good wad of reward points. Now, I'm going to leave some of the details for a future call. And that future call, we're going to tell you right now when that's going to be. It's going to be February 26th at 6 p.m. And that is going to be the day that the rocket ship launches. That's going to be the day when we launch GLP-1 Boost. So on February 26th, we will have product. And not only will we have product, those of you who are here tonight and anyone who does the pre-launch special, we're going to get you that product before the launch. So now, Blake, you want to, let's highlight Blake again. All right, so Blake, you know our launch date, and we know the target production date. I just want you to give people, what is your level of confidence of being able to deliver the product by our launch date and to get product in people's hands by that date?
I'm very confident that we're going to be able to ship product out and get it in their hands by your February 26th date. I'm very confident because those very unique raw materials, we found those internationally. They have cleared customs. They're on their way to us. So get everything in, get everything tested and released and produced and hit that launch date. So I'm very confident we're going to make it.
Well, and this is where I just have to say thank you to you, Blake. I mean, I've been, engaged as a 12-year-old company. We've made literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands. I don't know, maybe it's millions of bottles of product at this stage of our career now. And I know every time I've worked with manufacturers until they're like saying 3 months. And then it ends up being 4 or 5 months. That's been the historical experience I've had with virtually every other manufacturer we've dealt with. Some of the bigger ones around. I just have to say thank you, Blake, for recognizing the importance of this product and accelerating. I mean, the idea of you getting product in your facility, getting all these tests done and basically making the product in about a 30-day period, you're the only company I've ever met that can and will do that. So I want to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Blake.
That's what's great about our partnership is I will make sure that it happens and everybody on our team's committed. So very confident we're going to hit your date. Okay.
All right, guys. So let it be said. So let it be written. So let it be done. We are going to make this happen. Tonight's an exciting night. We've got the pre-launch going and we're letting you know when the launch is going to happen. So I just want to let everybody remind you, February 26th, 6 p.m. Okay, Dr. Prasad, is there anything you want to say to everybody as we finish up our call tonight?
All right. No, just lose weight in a healthy way and also maintain good health while you are losing weight. This is the uniqueness of our product.
Well, Dr. Prasad, thank you for creating this fantastic product. Blake, thank you for making this fantastic product. Thank you, Engaged team, for making tonight an engaged family and engaged leaders and engaged customers. Thank you all for really exceeding expectations. I know that Engage and you are coming alive in 2025. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you on the 26th. Oh, also, we have
Bye. Thank you.
we have another call on the 28th next week. So watch for announcements. On the 28th, we'll be doing another Zoom call, which will be a question and answer call about GLP boost and how this works. So stay tuned for information on that call. Thank you, everybody. Good night.